I think it's going to be a great race. The weather looks good. We're very excited. Looking forward to the duel between the four Super Maxi.
Well and truly. Now, what about your build-up? Has it been? You happy with that, SH?
Yeah, I mean, there's some issues with the boats which we addressed, and everyone seems very prepared. It's the best shape the boat's ever been in, so we're excited.
Well, it's a sort of weather for it, isn't it, really? You've got no excuses now.
We've been lucky so far, but as you know, it can change any time.
That's
so,
good.
Fingers crossed.
All right, congratulations. Good race.
All right, thank you.
And on, so how prepared are we for the 2016 Sydney Hobart on Wild Oats 11?
Look, Wild Oats 11 is in good shape. You know, she's sitting over there at Woolwich, just contemplating what sails we can need to take and looking at detailed sort of forecast pictures. It's been fairly steady for the last few days, but a little change tonight is probably lessening from what it was. So we're probably looking at more northeasterly breezes than southeast. So I think that's good for Wild Oats. But, you know, it's going to be a lovely race for the whole fleet, really. Which is, as Clouds just said to me, that everyone should retire after this race because it'll even up next year.
How are you looking for today? You happy about the preparation?
Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. And just hope that we have a safe race for everybody and everybody, all 88 boats or whatever it is, get to the other end.
How many on the board, mate?
We got 22 on board.
What's your, have you done all the workings of how fast the boat's going to go?
No idea. No idea.
So it's a whole open page, is it?
We totally rely on Chris Dixon's seat of the pants at the moment. But they're pretty good. They're pretty good pants.
I was going to say it's a fairly interesting way to start a race, though, isn't it?
Exactly.
Indeed.
Yeah, we've got a lot of theoretical stuff, but we're not practical stuff.
Indeed. Well, it's good. Now, how long do you think you'll take you?
I don't care really. As long as we're in the top four, I'm happy.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll have a good race. We'll be looking at. We'll see you out to sea.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. It's Boxing Day morning at the CYC and we've run into Donna Hay, the celebrity chef, and she's going down in Boat Jest, which is an 80-foot semi-maxi. What a great boat to go down on, Donna.
Absolutely. Fantastic boat, amazing crew, very experienced. So I'm very much looking forward to getting on board this morning.
Well, you can't do better than that. The boys from New Zealand are very experienced in this race. Now, what about cooking at sea? Have you had much experience at that? Or?
I have actually in my younger year, in sort of like a gap year, I did some cooking on a boat. But times have changed. I did invest in a vac pack machine. So as much as they're eating highly nutritious, nutrient-dense food, I have shrunk it all in a vac pack for them. There's a lot of grab snacking food, dinner late tonight, beautiful Thai chicken curry, lots of ginger in there to settle the stomachs, get the guys settled into the race. Yeah, so I've put a lot of preparation into it, really nutrient-dense snacks. This looks like it's going to be a fast and busy race, so hopefully they'll be very happy, alert, and have great food in their tummies. The Maserati, here's Michael Coxon. Now, Coco, familiar face, familiar race.
You got that hanging down.
It looks like it's going to be a bit of a downhill number.
Yeah.
What do you reckon about for your boat?
Well, rarely do you have a race that has such favourable conditions at the start. We sort of wait decades for that. So I think anybody in the fleet, from an enjoyment point of view, would be happy. Then again, what boats its best suits? I think it'll suit the Maxi yacht to start with, and then probably the 52s. And there doesn't seem to be any bad weather, certainly for the bigger boats.
So what about Maserati? Where does it fit into the graph?
I think that probably the more reaching would suit us. It's probably a bit too much BMG running to be ideal for a Volvo boat. And then the transitions, I think it's how we manage the transitions. I think to get through the first trough, the richer will get richer. If you manage through that light air trough and you can poke out the other side, and I think that's a lot to do with tactical navigation of getting the narrowest window to get through. I think if we have a good passage through there, the rich will get richer.
Whereabouts will you go? Will you go to sea tonight, or?
Yeah, I think we'll be a fair way off, sort of be out to sea more and meet them more out to sea, and then pick the right time to jibe. It's a case of monitoring where the trough is thinnest to break through, and so that will be basically a moving target.
You are looking for current?
More so the trough than the current, but I think it'll take us offshore anyway, which will help with current anyway, I think. But it's really the narrow window we're looking for to get through.
What have you done to the boat, mate? Have you made it lighter?
Yes, certainly since the Gold Coast race, the boat's lighter, taking a lot less crew. Which still a lot for a Volvo boat, but a lot less crew than we had, we're just being selective about what sails we take. We're not taking full inventory because of the forecast, so dropping some heavier air sails off the boat, and just trying to keep it as light as possible.
What about your downwind sails?
We've got Jim's invested in some new spinnakers, so we've got some new spinnakers, downwind sails, so that's going to help us, and I'm pleased about that because we know they're reliable now.
Storm spinnakers?
No, we haven't gone for a storm spinnaker. We've got a throw, which means we can put up in heavy airs, but I'm not expecting that much.
Mate, it all sounds good.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day, and it's sort of a postcard trip to Hobart at the moment, but as we know, these things can change, but all the models seem to be aligning in a similar fashion, so hopefully they're right and we see everybody safe and sound in Hobart.
Well, it seems to be the general consensus, isn't it, mate? Have a great race.
Thank you very much. Good on you, Jeff. Thanks for your help during the year.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. Bye-bye.
Mate, you've got the boat. Yeah, the boat's done it twice. It can do it 3 times.
Yeah, welcome to the winner of Sydney Hobart twice. Pretty good, eh?
And Bobby Steele, I guarantee, he's with you all the way.
Yeah, well, Bobby, as you know, won it as Quest back in 2008 and won as My Balance last year, 2015. 3 wins would be an unprecedented achievement in the one boat. Look, only that southerly and Bass Strait was a bit stronger because we're a bit older and a bit heavier than quite a number of the TPs. So probably downwind the entire way is not our very favourite, but we'll keep our big kites up as long as we humanly can, and we'll be giving it our best shot. Win, lose or draw, we'll be enjoying a beer in the pub in Hobart.
Well, I know the boys on the boat won't let you pull it down, so you've got no chance.
We're good at putting kites up. We're not very good at pulling them down. Yeah, I always love it when I say to the guys, okay, we're getting to the end of the A2. Look, we've agreed 18 to 21, and the boys go, it's only gusting 30. It'll be okay. And I'm going, my sailmaker Bruce Hollis from Ullman's, my sailmaker loves me.
Mate, all it is just a new sail, isn't it?
Just keep working.
Just keep working. Well, that's good, mate. Well, look, all the best for you and the boat. It's going to be a fantastic race.
It'll be a great race.
Have you done anything to the boat since we last saw you?
Yeah, we've she is now nearly a 13-year-old boat, so we've dropped the keel down about 40 odd centimetres. We've taken about 420 kilos off the bulb, so we're changing it to try and keep up to the modern lightweight TPs. But really, where she's best is in mixed conditions. We'd really like a bit of downwind, a bit of southerly, a bit of downwind, a bit of a southerly, and so bluntly, this straight downwind is going to be a bit challenging for us. But we will be giving it our best shot to make an honourable defence of the fantastic win we had last year.
Mate, I wouldn't give the trophy back just yet if I were you.
I noticed the bookies have got us 15 to 1.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I'm saving my money. I reckon 15 to 1's a bit tight.
I reckon Steely's got a few bucks on you too, mate. Have a great race.
Thank you.
That's all. Talking to Mike Greenie from Balance. Mate, you've been on the boat on 2 winners.
We have.
On 2 occasions. You've just had a good word from Clouds.
Yes. He hasn't made the decision making any easier, I can tell you.
I heard you say that you were having a little bit of a conundrum there.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
So what's how are you feeling?
Me at the moment, I'm feeling on top of it. We are defending boat. We've got our chances. It's been 50 years since somebody's done a back-to-back. I think I've got to go into this race with the belief that anybody can do it. It's going to be us. So,
Mate, you've got the crew.
We certainly have got the crew. You know, we are a crew of amateurs, and something that Paul's very, very, very proud of. But we get to choose to sail with him because we are amateurs. But they're great guys too, and they've certainly worked very hard to get where they are.
Mate, I wouldn't have a bunch of you guys on my boat. That'd be fantastic. You know, you call yourself out of amateurs.
Yeah, well, you've got to keep us well fed, Dad.
Indeed, well and truly. Now, look, you feeling confident this evening about where you're going to be and what you're going to do?
Oh, I'm confident of where we're going to be.
Yeah.
All we've got to do is be confident we can actually hold everything together. This is going to be some pretty gear-busting weather this afternoon and tonight, I think.
You going to shoot for the current or what?
We're going out.
Yeah,
we're going out. I think that the band is too narrow. We have to go off.
Yeah.
Unlike last year where there was a bit of division as to going in or out, we chose in. We rolled the dice, came up with a pair of sixes. There'll be no dice rolling tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's in this first 24 hours, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it always is. I think that if you get into a good position in the first 24, life becomes easier, and it becomes then the game of chess as you start to work with your longitudes and put yourself on the same longitude of your opposition, and just get further south on the ladder rungs.
You happy with the boat?
Extremely happy. Paul's put a lot of time and effort, along with Clinton, into getting the boat ready for us. No, it's in immaculate condition.
Got good downwind sails?
We have. I have a bit of a reputation for blowing A4s up, and that's what my concern is. If I blow another one up, we'll run out of heavy running spinnakers.
We've already had this discussion with Paul.
We have, and they're already on to me at the moment, big time, about saving the A4. But then again, if you don't put the pedal to the metal, you're going to be behind anyway. So I'd rather lose. Go out in a blaze of glory than just slowly see the fleet disappear from you because they're sailing the boat harder.
That's right. Well, that's demoralising, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that was where Bobby Steele was so good. There was absolutely no compromise.
Bob didn't understand about pulling things down.
Well, he's got a lead foot and he never knew how to take it off.
Well, he'll be with you in spirit, I'm sure.
He will be. And plenty of spirits will be had while he's on the sea cruise.
Well and truly. Well, look, mate, have a great race.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Ciao.
Yeah, okay, I think a record will be broken. It'll be interesting, it'll be about the conditions, but it'll also be about the crews who sail the boat best. And there'll be some risks tactically to be taken, and it'll be those who actually take those, and smartest enough will make profit out of it.
Delegate from Gicamo is here again this year for the Hobart race after a fairly eventful one last year. So Jim, you're back for another bashing or what?
Well, it's something we always look forward to, isn't it? It's quite a challenge.
Well, masochism has got to reign supreme, hasn't it, in sailing?
Well, it's one of the great days on the Aussie calendar, isn't it? But yeah, we're back and we're very excited about where we're at. And you know, it's the kind of game that you never make predictions about. But the forecast isn't looking too bad. And, I think it's going to be a fairly fast passage, and we'll just have to, you know, sail the boat well, really.
So the Volvo 70, what have you done to it since we last saw you?
Well, we've put a new mast in. We've got a 4-spreader mast.
Where'd you get that from?
We got a completely new wardrobe of sails, so we're pretty pleased with that. We're taking everything with us because being Hobart, you know, Sydney to Hobart, you need to have everything at your fingertips. So we're not sparing anything.
Who's your sailmaker, Jim?
Norths, yeah. So we're happy with them.
Good,
so yeah, I think it's just that we've been practicing quite a bit on the water as a team. So we're feeling quietly confident about our ability to execute well, and I think it's about sailing the boat well.
What about your downwind sails? Are you happy with them?
Yeah, yeah. No, we off and down we're pretty good.
Yeah.
All round. You know, we struggle in the light air. We struggle in the light air, but it seems like we may get a little bit of that, but we're going to have to dodge it, aren't we? We're going to have to just see where that convergence line is going to be and try and pick it right and position the boat.
Well, tonight's the night to make a decision, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that the first 12, 18 hours are very important in this race. Very, very important. Get down the coast there.
Get a bit of current, is it?
Yeah, well, you know, the tide's there. But I'd like to get around the bottom of Tasman Island there in the daylight. Because, you know, they don't call it Storm Bay for nothing.
Well and truly. But then again, I've gone around that and sat there for a few hours, don't worry, in daylight.
Yeah, there's frustrations all around when that happens.
It is, isn't it? Well, listen, have a good race.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll see you again next year. Let's hope you've had the Tattersall Cup in your hand.
Yeah, well, you know, there are a lot of us hoping for that, but it's a lot of fun trying.
It certainly is.
Nice chatting to you.
All the best.
All the best.
Peter Harburg from Blackjack. Peter, you've done a few things to your boat this year, and she's looking good.
We've made some modifications, or tuning really, and yeah, we hope it'll go faster. We're looking forward to it.
Bigger mast?
Bigger mast, but not much bigger. We put about 6 feet on the top of the mast, which will help with sail area, but we haven't got a huge increase in sail area. It's just the distribution is a bit better, which should balance the boat a bit better.
Did you get some new sails to go with it?
Oh yeah, we had to get some new sails, unfortunately.
Well, I'm sure Mark would be happy.
Well, I got 2 sailmakers on the crew, so it's hard to argue with them. I never win that argument.
Of course not. You lose that one every time.
Yes.
You lightened the boat up too, have you?
We've always been going for a lighter boat because less weight means it should be faster. But of course, in these conditions that are predicted, like the strong downwind and even the strong reaching, the heavier boat won't really be suffering much disadvantage.
Well, yeah, it should be good for your boat, though, surely.
Oh yeah. I'm happy with what we've got coming. I mean, we are only a 70-footer, and the big ones are 100. They've got twice the horsepower, so you know, they logically they're going to be the first in.
And what about your regular crew? Are you bringing the same people to Hobart?
Almost exactly the same as last time. I think it is exactly the same as last time. Yeah.
Oh well, that's good, mate. Well, all the best for the race and good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.